Did you hear it? If you didn't hear it, you damn sure smelled it. The sound was barely audible, but the smell was prolific. Sound I'm talking about was the sound we heard this weekend as the new pretend basketball league Unrivaled debuted with a silent fart. To make matters worse, the social media debut of Unrivaled, it was outperformed by a State Farm commercial featuring the only star in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark. Same Caitlin Clark that Unrivaled was pleading with. They were begging to join their new dump. And it was the same Caitlin Clark that said, "Thanks, but you're on your own." If their initial launch on social media is any indication, we could be looking at the beginning of the end for Unrivaled. Maybe this is why Kat Engelbert and the WNBA aren't showing their concern for this league. Maybe they are not showing their concern because it doesn't exist. I can understand why Kat Engelbert and the WNBA aren't concerned. Right now, there seems to be zero interest in this stained turd. Yeah, I can't even call it polished at this point. This turd is stained, and here in a couple of months, it is likely to be squashed. Over the weekend, State Farm, they debuted their newest commercial with Caitlin Clark. The debut coincided with Unrivaled releasing a video of their team selection reveal. I guess this would be their draft, or maybe it was the highly anticipated reveal of the names of each individual dump in Unrivaled. Well, KC, what are the team names in Unrivaled? Hell, I don't know, and I damn sure don't care. If I had to guess, the first game, it will be the Beards versus the Tears. But the State Farm commercial with Caitlin Clark, it drew 400,000 views on social media. Now keep in mind, this was a commercial. You know, the things that people fast forward through when they're watching TV. The team selection video for Unrivaled, it drew 64,000 views. A commercial featuring Caitlin Clark drew 6 times more viewers than Unrivaled. Think it's safe to say they're not off to a good start. Now, for most players in this new league, the success or failure of the league, it really doesn't matter. This is a good opportunity for them to make money while pretending to play basketball. Well, KC, don't they make money in the WNBA? I mean, some WNBA players make minimum wage, but most only receive free room and board with unlimited access to the porta potties. Unrivaled is giving pretend basketball players the opportunity to make 6-figure salaries. For most of these players, that's what it's all about. It's all about the money. If Unrivaled ceases to exist after their inaugural season, who really cares? But for one particular player, the premiere season of Unrivaled, it carries greater importance. For the first time in her mainstream career, Angel Reese, she will not have the benefit, the luxury of the mainstream spotlight provided by Caitlin Clark. Now, according to Angel Reese and her pretend friends in the mainstream media, this should not be a problem. And it shouldn't be a problem because Angel Reese is just as big of a star as Caitlin Clark. But for some reason, Uncle KC is having a very hard time biting into that shit sandwich. And we're about to find out if Angel Reese has the drawing power to carry an entire league. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble across this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Search Behind the Line here on YouTube. Should be the first channel that comes up. Without a doubt, the success or failure of Unrivaled, it is going to be credited to Angel Reese. Why? Because Angel Reese is the only recognizable name playing in the league. Angel Reese is the only player with a semblance of drawing power. Bob Griner has a recognizable name, but people are not tuning in to watch Bob Griner. Hell, Bob couldn't fill courtside seats for the Phoenix Masculines when they were giving them away for free. The success or the failure of Unrivaled, it is going to depend on the drawing power of Angel Reese. Now, me personally, I'm leaning towards failure. By this time next year, we could be nominating Unrivaled for the Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards. Right now, I think women's basketball is being overvalued as a television property. For some reason, and part of me can't believe the ignorance here, but for some reason, There is this false notion that women's basketball is popular. The WNBA is popular. How many times have I said it? Women's basketball is not popular. The WNBA damn sure ain't popular. Caitlin Clark is popular. Caitlin Clark is mainstream. There is minimal interest in the Big Three, the summer basketball league owned by Ice Cube, and he's got former NBA players. How much interest is there going to be in a 3-on-3 basketball league that features unknown players in the WNBA? The WNBA has trouble drawing an audience during the summer when there is nothing else to compete with on television. How is Unrivaled supposed to compete with the NFL playoffs, the NBA regular season? How are they supposed to compete with March Madness? What are you going to watch? Are you going to watch the first round of the NCAA tournament or Unrivaled? Are you going to watch Duke, North Carolina in the regular season or Unrivaled? I think there has been an overvaluation of women's basketball, and I believe the market is about to reset itself with Unrivaled. I just don't see how this league is going to make it. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. These ladies could surprise me, but January, February, March, those are brutal months to compete on television, especially in sports. I just don't see how a 3-on-3 league featuring WNBA players that people are not watching during the summer is going to be able to compete. What about you? Does Unrivaled have a chance to succeed? Does Angel Reese have enough mainstream drawing power to carry a new league? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel tomorrow.